I really grew as a person.
It was one of the best decisions I've ever made, period.
It opened my eyes.
It was the most fun I ever had.
This is Study Abroad.
Latin America has been for several years now a new frontier, if you will, for study abroad. And we find that it tends to captivate or interest students that want something different.
I don't know, I just wanted to do something different. Freshman year I had a friend who spent the semester in Argentina, and she had nothing but incredible things to say about it. So I'm like, that's where I want to go, and don't regret it for a moment.
Well, I wanted to go to South America over Europe because I feel like Europe is much more accessible to Americans. When I was doing my research for where to go, I was like, I don't feel like this is going to be an opportunity that will come up as easily again.
The people that I knew that had studied in Buenos Aires had told me, like, you don't get a lot of English around there. Maybe a couple people in a couple restaurants will speak it to you, but majority of the time, like, you're thick into the culture and you're going to be hearing Spanish, and that's what you're going to have to learn. Even if you don't want to, you have to. So that was a really big draw for me, just the fact that I knew I was going to come here and be immersed and not really have a choice, and I knew it was going to be hard, but I wanted to take that challenge because how else was I going to learn? That's kind of how I saw it.
Coming into the study abroad program, I was really hoping to improve my confidence in speaking Spanish. I've always been able to listen to Spanish and understand Spanish, and even with the difficult accent in Argentina, I've been able to understand that fairly well, but I've never really had the confidence to have a conversation with someone in Spanish, so that was one of my main goals coming to Argentina.
I wanted to go to a Spanish-speaking country because that's the only language I have some sort of experience in. And I didn't want to go to Europe because I've been there a couple times before with my family, and I wanted to see a new part of the world, so I figured Central or South America would be the place for me. And after doing some research on different cities, I thought Buenos Aires was the ideal place because it's such a large and developed city, and it has so much to offer, and it's also close to lots of other cool locations that I could visit and go on excursions on. So,
especially in the neighborhoods that, like, I live in Palermo, and I've been able to go see music so many times. I've been able to go to so many different restaurants, so many different events. The city is it's such an interesting mixture of different, it's very European, while at the same time it's not, I don't feel like I've stepped into a European country. Like, it's retained so many various different cultures, and it's so evident in the architecture. The architecture is so beautiful here, in the language and the way people communicate. And just the mix of different people that live in the city.
The city is big, but it's not like New York. It's not like unbearable and overwhelming. It's very manageable. The biggest thing is just that there's always something to do, and I think that comes with almost any city, but it's just different because it's South America.
And there's just so much that the country Argentina has to offer in terms of not just Buenos Aires, but outside of Buenos Aires. Whether it's the mountains or the deserts or just other cool cities to visit.
There's something about the people here, the passion they put into anything they may do, whether it's academics, whether it's sports, whether it's music, singing, romance, you name it, even just having a philosophical chat over politics, economics, etc., on a street-side cafe, of which Buenos Aires has many. There's something very special about that, about enjoying the moment. And I think for our US students, that is something very interesting and very valuable to take away with them.
I really wanted to see things differently afterwards, and it's working. It worked already. I've been able to see that, and so I can only see that more after coming back from Buenos Aires.
I love it here. I really love, I think, and on a personal level, it's just being outside of, because I grew up in Michigan, I go to school now in Michigan, so being here has really taken me out of everything that I was comfortable with and everything that I knew. My world has just gotten so much bigger.